the Lich King stirs in the north. An undead army follows his command, marching across Northrend and spreading blight wherever they tread. We need you to stop them, hero.
Dromgar, Questant, welcome to Warsong Hold. My heart swells with pride to see that such a distinguished hero of the Horde has answered the call of duty. This impregnable fortress is a testament to the tenacity of the Horde. Through much, we have battled to establish this foothold in Northrend. It is from here that our journey to Icecrown begins, and it is through the leadership of the Son of Hellscream that we will succeed. Garrosh awaits your arrival below. Loktar Ogre.
Strength. You will serve the Horde, or
A hero
be crushed
of the
beneath
Horde.
it.
Hey,
Garrosh sniffs at the air around you.
fear,
Garrosh spits.
you won't last long.
Now is not the time for pleasantries.
Do not let Hellscream dissuade you from your duties as a soldier of the Horde. Questant, he bears a terrible burden in these frozen wastes, with the outcome of his charge in victory over the Scourge or the extinction of all life on Azeroth. It is for this reason that we require your strength and wisdom. The Scourge have begun their assault upon this fortress. Our soldiers steady the line, but are in desperate need of backup. Report to Razgor. He is stationed directly outside of Warsong Hold.
Do not grow old. If you can help it. Strength and honor.
Just in time, the Nerubians have seemingly doubled in number. In just a week's time, we could use all the help we can get out here.
For the Horde.
While Warsong is protected by 10 feet of steel and stone on all sides, this quarry is soft and primed for attacks by the Nerubians.
Razgor points west.
Beyond this quarry stand thousands of Scourge, awaiting orders to attack. Should the Nerubians take down our inner defenses, we will be overrun by the undead legions of Arthas. We can't let that happen, which is why you're going on the offensive and slaughtering the Nerubians in the quarry. Blood and thunder, soldier. Take them both with you.
Go forth to victory. What do you need?
We can kill all the Nerubians that we, and destroy all the eggs that we, but those things won't stop coming until we, their tunnels and passageways, up, of course. We can't do that without some heavy-grade munitions. Unfortunately, most of our stockpile is being used up by the goblins and blacksmiths for our siege tanks and weaponry. We do happen to have a pretty good supply of the stuff out in Mightstone Quarry, underneath all the Nerubian crap. You'll just have to go out and get it for me.
Go forth to victory. Far away! I'm out of range! Thrall Hall.
We're running out of time here, adventurer.
For the Horde.
If my calculations are correct, and they're often not, you're gonna need about 10 minus 20 Sephorian depth charges. Oh yay. You'll be planting these mothers into their sinkholes.
Strength.
North, south, east, and west. Those are the locations that you should be concerned about. Surrounding this fortress, within Mightstone Quarry, are 4 perfectly situated Nerubar sinkholes.
Polgoth hands you a bundle.
Be very careful with that package, traveler. Mishandle it, and you'll be dog meat. Inside the bundle are Sephorium depth charges. Get to each of those Nerubar sinkholes and plant a depth charge at their center point. If all goes well, the tunnels will collapse. Get a move on.
Be safe. What do you need?
You've slowed them down, but more are sure to join the fight. Were you able to locate any of their egg sacs while in the quarry?
Go with honor.
Area reconnaissance of the quarry reports that the Nerubians are storing their eggs on the scaffolding surrounding the base. Smart beasts these are. They're keeping the eggs high and dry, away from the epicenter of conflict. You're going to have to go back out there and track down their eggs. Find them, smash them, and trash them. Each egg destroyed means 20 less Nerubians feeding on our corpses.
I'm listening. We are here by order of Almathras. The mission of the Shadow Stalkers is a simple one. Spy. Well, spy with a little assassination on the side. One of my best field agents has gone missing. I haven't heard from him in days, which has left me fearing the worst. No, not death. Death would be ideal. I fear he may have gone rogue, turned traitor even. His last known location was northern Mightstone Quarry. He was gathering intelligence on the Nerubian. Find him. He better be dead. Goodbye.
I must get closer. Too far away. I must get closer. target. Target something first.
It doesn't get much deader than this. Strangely, the Europeans did not devour the corpse. After careful examination, you see that Luther's death was self-inflicted. Deadly poison? Smart. Nerubians won't come near this toxic corpse. You notice that Luther is holding a journal. You skim through the pages of the book, looking for anything of importance. On the last page, you discover what appears to be frantic scribbling. Necrolords, at least a dozen by my count. Farms to west being used as some sort of horrible spawning plate for spawning. Victims, I think they made a dash for the Horde. Red venom, hemotoxin. If they decide to bite into me, they'll be in for a surprise. Take this information back to Barthas.
Gorotar.
That'll stop him. At least I think it'll stop him. Either way, you've done your part. That's all a hero can ask for. No?
May your blades never dull. Blood and thunder.
They just keep on coming. Despite our best efforts, something's gotta give, hero.
Go forth to victory.
You're a tough mother. Adventurer, I think your talents are better suited elsewhere. Like the root of the whole damn problem.
Razgor points to the west.
1,000 Scourge. At least 4 full-sized. Floating death machines. And who knows what else. But you're gonna find out. And then you're gonna handle it. That's right, you're gonna beat the hell out of the Scourge army that's currently beating down our door. Get to the top of Warsong Hold. And report to Windmaster Tabor. He'll be expecting you, Orlan.
What is it?
Is he dead?
Beware the living.
Barthas flips to the last page of the journal and begins reading.
This is very bad news. Hellscream must be notified at once.
Our time will come.
Barthas tears out the last page and rolls it up.
Take this to Hellscream at once. In the meantime, I'm going to send a team to scout out the farms. Be sure to tell Hellscream that we're going to need reinforcements.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Live by these words.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Do not burden me with nonsense.
Death.
Hellscream reads the journal entry.
Is that all?
Only the strongest may dwell in
Hellscream
Orgrimmar.
shakes his head.
You may not have noticed that we're to win a war here, Questant. I need all available soldiers at the primary points of conflict. This means that we don't have any real soldiers to spare for these minor incursions.
Hellscream pauses to think.
If Barthas wants reinforcements at the farm,
Hellscream claps his hands together.
he shall have them. Report Barthas' assassins at the farms west of here. Let them know that reinforcements have arrived.
Magraw, go forth.
Did you feel it?
What brings you here?
Questant, the chieftain is making me wait. Time that Tumko does not have. There has been talk of your prowess. Rather than wait for Garrosh to send help, I ask you to go and help my people. Tonkala village is far to the northeast. Follow the road east out of the hold, turning north at the intersection. Not long after, you will come to another intersection. Follow the path east, passing south and then east of the great pools along the floodplains. Speak with Sage Earth and Sky when you arrive.
May the eternal sun shine.
Who you be?
Aye, Mon. I've been expecting you.
To Bor points west.
Take a peek. Across that tundra be death, Mon. Death.
Stay away from them.
Tanks, Mondi. I be talking about siege machines. We got heavy tanks stationed at Garrosh's landing on the west coast. We gonna get you to da tank, and you gonna use da tank to lay down some Horde justice on the Scourge. The only tricky part be getting you there. No way we be sending you on our Wind Riders. Too risky. You see that pixie or there, that blondie elf. Yanni be his name, and he can get you to Dar Coast safely. Once there, talk to Gorge the Course Grinder.
Spirits be with ya, man.
Anubalore Delana. Keep your wits about you.
Sunk.
No mercy for the dead. None of them had the guts to stay behind to defend our glorious tanks after Hellscream deemed the coast condemned. It's mostly quiet here, seeing as how the Scourge are forming up ranks to assault Warsong Hold. Sometimes I get a stray zombie or ghoul, but they don't last very long.
Gorge strokes his axe.
Course, there's the mist.
Gorge shudders.
Go with honor.
We need to get these tanks back up and running. They ain't gonna fix themselves. Mobu's gonna be the one to handle that stuff. Talk to him and see what he needs. Maybe you can shut him up before he finally drives me into a berserker frenzy, and I cleave his little gnome-sized frame in two. I hate gnomes.
Across the mist to the north, you will find Garrosh's Landing. To the south are the ruins of my old home, Paleo. Both have been ransacked by an ancient force known as the Kavaldir. Well, these fearsome savages slew all of my people without mercy, and drove your people inland. All that remains of the Tuskar of Palea are our personal effects, taken as relics by the Kavaldir. While we are not a vengeful race, justice must be served. The Tuskar relics must be returned to me. Enter the mist and find them. A Kaver lieutenant as Orabus, the initial incursion against my people at Pal. He oversaw the destruction of both villages and then disappeared into the mist. In those early days, there was talk of a horn that Orabus gifted to the Kaviar Mistweavers. This horn could be used to summon him, should the need arise. We need to get that horn from the Kavaldir Mistweavers and call forth Orabus. If he is destroyed, these savages might retreat. Seek out Mistweavers at Palea, to the south.
Guide you.
I can hear the mist creatures outside. Their yells are driving me mad, but I dare not try to escape. And where would I even go? How long would it be until they caught up with me and executed me like the others? I wonder, how far has the mist crept, stranger? Has it overtaken this whole continent? Would you be willing to help me try and escape the mist? I think I can lead us back toward my father. I still sense his life spirit. He is close.
Winds be at your back.
Out of range. I must get closer.
How may I aid?
I've been...
It is whispered in the winds, friend. Your name is known to the elements. You have done a great service to Mutu on this day, and you shall be rewarded.
Walk with the earth. Get closer. Too far away. Out of range. I do not have a target. Too far away. closer! Too far away! I require a target!
By blood and honor, you must serve. Return the Tuskar relics. Zadness overcomes want, ruin. That is all they leave in their wake. They must be taught a lesson. Tuskar magic is similar to what your people call shamanism. While we serve the elements differently than you, the power that we are able to call forth is formidable. Waldor waves a torch-like baton in front of you. With his Tuskar torch, I want you to return to the mist and strike at the Kveldir vessels. You will find 3 of their vessels behind the mist at Garrosh's Landing, north of here, and 1 docked off the shores of Paleo to the south. Burn their ships in effigy for all to see. Find the horn of the ancient mariner. You must call for Oribus using the horn of the ancient mariner. Take the horn and travel west to the Warsong jetty. Make your way to the end of the jetty and blow into the horn. The sound should rouse Oribus. Slay the foul beast and return to me.
Out of range! I must get closer! Target something first. I require a target.
A show of resistance to the Cavaldier savages might be what is needed to save my people at the other encampments. Perhaps the Cavaldier will rethink their actions should they believe that retribution will come. It seems that the loss of their lieutenant has only stirred the nest. They are more angry and aggressive than before. Waltor Zeiss, you've done what you can here, friend. At the very least, you deserve some form of compensation for thinning their numbers.
A fellow survivor.
Time is money, friend!
You're the new tank driver, buddy. Fine, by me. We just need to get these things up and running again. Yeah, you tried to go out into the plains of Nassam without a tank, and you're as good as dead.
Hurry back! Keep it real!
These wrenches are useless, buddy. I need my pneumatic tank Transjigamarig to get these things up and running. Unfortunately, I left it at my old digs, on the other side of this landing. It's the beat-down hut, next to the stables. You're gonna have to go and get it for me, because I sure as hellfire am not going to go anywhere near the mist. Oh yay, buddy, watch out for the mist. The mist is what tore up these shores.
Glad I could help!
I need metal to patch these tanks up. Super strong metal plates can be found scattered about all across Garrosh's Landing and at the bottom of the bay. Just be careful when you're out there searching for plates. The mist is, aggressive. The mist is what took out the landing and the adjoining Tuskar town. Poor little Tuskar.
Real!
Have a target. Get closer. I need to target something first. I'm out of range.
Yo! Glad I could help!
Did you find PTTA?
Hurry back!
Great work, buddy. Now, where did I put those spare parts?
Glad I could help!
Remember, the mist is bad.
Keep it real!
Great work, buddy. Now where'd I put that pneumatic tank trench she got married?
Hurry back!
Thanks for all your help, buddy. You can let Gorge know. The tanks are ready for action. Hopefully you can clean up this place once and for all.
Keep it real!
Blood and thunder.
With the current state of our transports and shipping lanes, we haven't been able to get a damn siege engine to Warsong. These tanks are all that we have left from the original expedition. Now that they're operational, you're gonna use them to stomp the Scourge offensive at the plains of Nessam.
Go forth to victory.
Once you're ready, jump into one of the tanks and drive it out to the plains of Nessam. Southeast of here, use the tank's weapon arsenal to take down the Scourge army. If you get in a jam, the meat pounder will tear him up, and the landmines will finish him off. If you find any of our soldiers, grab them. One last thing. Fuel tanks can be found all over the field. Try to get close enough to that structure in the center and see what's going on. If you do all of this and live, go to Hellscream.
Strength.
Baladash, Malanore.
What brings you here? I need mana first. What do you need? Hellscream's eyes are upon
Kel'Thuzad, so it's true. Nax Ramus returns. Perhaps I underestimated you. Hero, you've done the Horde great service. The war chief would be proud.
Garrosh pauses to think.
If Kel'Thuzad is controlling these Scourge, there's no telling what else the Lich King has in store for us. I'll need time to think through this new information, Hero. You are dismissed.
This is it? Hellscream sent a single hero boy. If I still had a jaw, it would be on the floor right now.
Trust no one.
According to Luther's notes, the Scourge is now using this place as a breeding ground for those monsters you see lumbering across the field.
Icarus shudders. Wan Nie.
Those monsters were once orcs. Tauren. We need more information before a plan can be devised. I want you to. 3 sites that are heavily by Scourge. The Warsong Granary. Southwest of us, Torp's Farm. Directly west of us. And the old Warsong Slaughterhouse. North of you. Return to me once you've scouted them out.
Beware the living. Hello.
The soldiers that they didn't kill are being held in cages scattered across this farmland. Through some thievery, we've managed to find a few keys, but we're unable to get close enough to any prisoners without being attacked. We need your talents in securing those keys and freeing the prisoners. Bash in the brains of the Necrolords and aberrations and take their keys. Use those keys to free Scourge prisoners.
Victory for Sylvanas.
What do you need?
Just look at them. My beautiful Kodos are helpless to defend themselves against those filthy swine. I need you to buy me some time, Wanderer. I think I can cure the Kodo of the sickness, but you need to keep the unliving swine off them, else there'll be nothing left to cure. Get out there and send those swine to their graves permanently.
Strength. I am out of range. I need to target something first. Too far away. I must get closer. I do not have a target. I require a target. far away! I need to target something first.
I think I've got it, hero.
For the Horde.
Take this riding snaffle, traveler. You'll notice that I've placed a tiny medicine dispenser in the mouthpiece. That thing will cure the infection as soon as a Kodo bites down. Once you've cured the sick out of them, you'll need to ride them home. They'll be weak, so you'll need to gently direct them here. Bring my babies back, traveler. One last thing. You've got 10 minutes. That's how long the antidote will remain effective inside that snaffle.
Strength.
Speak quickly.
Each prisoner saved is one less undead operation that we have to deal with. Adventurer, you've done a great service for the Horde.
Trust no one. What now?
This is far worse than what was noted in Luther's journal. They've got this place covered in Scourge and are infecting everything they touch.
Iporus nods.
It gets worse, if you can imagine such a thing.
Goodbye.
The Scourge agent, that's the abduction and transformation of Horde soldiers into undead monsters, is using the Northwest Farm as a spawning glade. Shadowstalker Detri has been staking out that monster for the past week and has gathered some vital information that might us to this menace. Get to Detri and see if you can help him.
I am out of range.
Behind Detri at the abandoned tower on the northwest border of these farms.
Thrall Hall.
You're a true hero. My Kodos would have died out there without you. You have my thanks and the thanks of all the soldiers and journeymen that will use these Kodos to strengthen our presence in Northrend.
May your blades never dull.
Hello.
Gatry looks you over.
This is all Icarus could send.
Remember, patience.
This is madness. How do they expect us to take on a Scourge Necrolord and an unknown number of his minions?
Gatry sighs. One Garen terping Nettersevens.
If Icarus sent you, he must think that you are capable of great feats. Perhaps you will call down a miracle today. When you're ready, we will descend and face Veridus. If we make it out of this mess in one piece, report back to Hellscream in Warsong Hold.
Our time will come.
I must get closer. Loktar. Only the strongest may dwell
And
in
you
Order.
returned victorious, just as I thought. I told Zorfang you'd be fine.
Hellscream grunts knowingly.
Perhaps this will show that old dog that he doesn't have all the answers, eh?
You will serve the Horde, or
While
be
you have done much
crushed
to secure
beneath
our
it.
foothold in these frozen wastes, other dangers still lurk in the shadows. I want you to assist Warden Nork Bloodfrenzy, stationed at the internment camp just outside and immediately southeast of Warsong Hold. Seek him out and offer your assistance for prisoner transport and exchange. You are dismissed, adventurer.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Nork scoffs.
Prisoners. These aren't prisoners. They're cowardly dogs. Just look at them. Did you know that without exception, every single one of these yellow, high-bellied soldiers to our gates and surrendered their arms and armor? From what we've been able to gather, These men and women are discharged and sent back to their homes if captured by us.
Nork, Spitz.
Pathetic.
Go with honor.
We're seeing more deserters show up at our gates with each passing day. We simply do not have enough room to keep all of these maggots caged up, especially not if we want to keep the pigs happy.
Nark snorts as he laughs.
I want you to escort one of these cowards to the crossroads east of here, and fire this flare gun. One of their captains will show up when they see the flare, and take the coward off your hands. Report to Scout Tungok on the east road, once the delivery has been made.
Go forth to victory.
Good day to you.
That item is still recharging. Blood and thunder.
Good job, hero. That's one less filthy, useless Alliance scumbag that we'll have to provide for. If you're looking for more work, the Tauren and Blood Elf nearby needs some help. Of course, we've got our own set of problems to deal with out here as well.
Damn.
Perhaps you'd be interested in helping me clean up these fields? They're littered with dirty little rat men, kobolds, snowballs, whatever you want to call them. They're all over the damned place. The stink alone is making my life hell. Take care of the vermin for me, and I'll make it worth your while, traveler.
For the Horde.
The dark times will pass.
We are witnessing something amazing here, Wanderer. A whole undiscovered ecology lives and breathes not more than a few paces from us. I surmise it is the bloodspore plant that sets this environment abuzz. I have collected some pollen from the nearby male species of bloodspore plant, but still lack female receptors for pollination. Fetch me a bushel of the bloodspore carpels. You find them near the larger plants surrounding us. Be wary of their guardians. The kobolds won't give them up easily.
We will have justice.
out of range!
The eternal sun guides us.
The tests must continue.
Remember the sun well.
Lovely, just lovely.
Laurith applies a sprinkling of pollen to one of the bloodspore carpels and then utters an incantation.
Humph, I don't understand. Unless... boy, of course.
Be ready for anything.
It's obvious. The bloodspore moths are the entities responsible for pollination on these plains. It must be something that happens within the moth's internal system that acts as a catalyst for this pollen to work. It's all starting to make sense now, Traveler. That's why the kobolds don't kill the moths and instead go to great lengths to protect them. Those stupid little rats have it all figured out. Well, we'll just have to get our own moth pollen. What do you say? Fetch me some in the name of science.
Salama Ashalanore.
I must get closer! Strength and honor.
A job well done, hero. Thank you.
Strength.
Baladash Malanore.
Pollen is the key.
The reckoning is at hand.
Aha.
Laurith sprinkles the moth pollen onto the bloodspore carpels.
Look at that.
Shurelaron.
Laurith looks you over as if to size you up, and me.
So we've got this pollinated bloodspore flower and nobody to test its effects on. Say, would you perhaps be interested in rubbing this on your skin and letting me observe? What's the worst that could happen anyway? Don't you worry, adventurer. Just take the sample and rub it all over your face.
Remember the sun well. State your business.
Primal Mythorn will be delighted. This is better than even I expected. Perhaps it's time that I told you the truth.
We will have justice.
Hellscream assigned Mythorn and I with the daunting task of Magnetor extermination on the southern front of Warsong Hold. With us came an entire platoon of seasoned Horde soldiers. Our initial foray into the nearby Magnetar dens proved quite unsuccessful as our entire squad was wiped out by the lair defenders. We're the only ones left. We aren't scientists or researchers. We're soldiers of the Horde just like you. Soldiers on a mission that cannot fail. Speak to Primal Mythorn now.
Salama Ashalanore.
I've been...
The bloodsport that you collected might just be enough to give us an edge against the Magnetars of Gammoth. With your help, of course.
Go in peace.
Magnetar live in prize, much like lions. One or two dominant males and several females along with their offspring. In the case of Gammoth, the Magnetar dinvest of here. Gamothra is the leader. It is Gamothra that this Magnetar population, and therefore it is Gamothra that must. Slain Toe, any type of Magnetar uprising. Take this pouch of crushed bloodspore flowered Gammoth. Use the powder from the pouch to weaken Gamothra, and then slay him. Return his head to me as proof.
Walk with the earth, Mother. Require a target. I do not have a target. I am out of range. I need to target something first. What brings you here?
Powder can be used to weaken all Magnetar. It is why the rat men of the area guard it so closely.
We shall meet again.
A job well done, hero. Would you honor Larith and I by taking the head of the beast and presenting it to Hellscream? He will be extremely pleased.
May the eternal sun shine.
We cannot take all of the credit for this Horde victory, Traveler. It was you who risked your life to test the Bloodspore, and it was you who ultimately put an end to Gammathra. Honor us by returning to Warsong Hold and presenting the head of Gammathra to Lord Hellscream.
Ancestors watch over you. By these words,
back so soon.
Loktar Ogar! Victory!
Hellscream picks up the head of Gammothra with one arm and spits in its face.
They will learn, hero. They will all learn. The Horde is not to be trifled with.
You will serve the Horde! Or
You
be
have faced all
crushed
challenges
beneath
that have been set before you, and squashed them beneath your boot heel. It is because of you, adventurer, that the Horde is now firmly entrenched in Northrend. But our work has only just begun. We must march to icy ground, and we must tear down its walls. Your next assignment begins to the east, at Tonkal Village. Our Tonka allies are in dire straits, and require aid. Secure transport from the Stable Master, Durkot Wolfbrother, and seek out Chieftain Wintergale at Tamkal.
The winds guide you.
It does not surprise me that the Orc Chieftain does not have time to hear of our troubles. The Ambassador's efforts will likely be like so much mist blowing in the wind. But you are here now. We shall see if he chose well in sending you.
May the eternal sun shine.
The gnomes have run into some trouble in the pools to the west. It serves them right, as they have been fouling up the land with their so-called inventions. I want you to go out to their pumping station and observe what has befallen them. Return to me after.
We shall meet again. Greetings, traveler.
I fear that you may be too late, champion. Many of my brothers and sisters have already abandoned Tankale, seeking shelter in the Dragonbite, far to the east. There is much work left to be done here, and few willing to lend us their strength.
Ancestors watch over you. Well met.
Can you feel the tremors in the earth? The Scourge's Nerubians are on the move deep beneath the ground. They've emerged to the southwest in the geyser fields and are harassing the patrols Chieftain Wintergale sent out.
The Tonka Elder offers you a warm nap.
Perhaps a single person can succeed where the patrols have failed. Take this with you to the geyser fields and map out the locations of the Nerubian sinkholes.
Winds be at your back.
winds guide you.
There are many new mysteries walking the lands now. One of our sages, Hymessa, has foolishly gone north
Winds
with
be
only
at your
one
back.
long runner to investigate something strange
Yo!
near the dens of dying. What are the
Keep it
dens,
real.
you ask?
I must get closer.
Hail. Have you marked the locations of the sinkholes?
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Great Father Mahan accepts the map, but makes no move to examine it.
We'll be able to use your information later, once we're prepared to carry out the plan.
Be careful.
Now that we know the exact locations of the Nerubian sinkholes, we can collapse them to halt the Scourge offensive and cripple their force. Rind Tamar Bera knows a way to harness elementals to destroy the tunnels the Nerubians are using, but she will require your help. Southeast of the village, near the coast beyond the frozen reach, you'll find an area dominated by frozen earth elementals. The hearts of these elements are exactly what Wind Tamar Bera will need.
We shall meet again. Peace, friend.
Troubling news indeed. My people are leaving this place soon. We are going to break through the Scourge lines to get to our capital, Ice Mist, in the Dragonblight. But before we do that, we must deal with what the gnomes in their insanity have wrought.
Go in peace.
From what you described, the creatures of metal should be easy to deal with. But first, you must master the storm. Behind me in the lodge is a totem. When you are ready, focus your will upon it, and the storm will come. You must defeat the storm, and in so doing take its essence into yourself. If others are there, it is enough that you all work together to defeat it. Return to me after, adventurer.
Walk with the Earth Mother. Too far away. What brings you here?
I feel the power of the storm coursing through you. You are ready, hero. Let us begin.
May the eternal sun shine.
You now have the power of the storm within you. I will give you the means to focus that power and weaken the robots in the pools. Take this lightning rod. Use it against the robotic creations of the mechagnomes you find within the greater pools area to the west. Do not worry about using it against the mechagnomes themselves. Great Mother Taiga has other plans for them. Once the robots are weakened by the power of the storm, dismantle them utterly.
And set your watch over you. Peace, friend.
A single tear rolls down the face of Iron Eyes.
I have heard that you are heading back into the pools to the west. I have something for you to do while you are out there, Wanderer. The gnomes who care nothing for the land have polluted it with their machinery. I want you to pick up any spare parts that you come across. Return them to me here. I will see to it that they are properly disposed of before we leave this place for good.
Go in peace.
I must get closer. I am out of range. Require a target. I need to target something first.
Greetings.
If we do not take care of the land, she will not suffer us to live for long.
Farewell.
It is the Tonga way to leave the land pristine before we move on. We will be traveling to our capital, Ice Mist, very soon. You have helped by allowing us to depart that much more quickly. Thank you.
Ancestors watch over you. The winds guide you.
With their robotic minions dealt with, it is time for us to move on to bigger prey. Unfortunately, even now I feel the power of the storm waning from within you. Nevertheless, it served its purpose, and I think that you're more than capable of taking the next step without it.
Walk with the earth.
It is known that Garmaster Mekizot has 4 sub-chieftains that manage the robots in the pools. We must put an end to them. Our long runners and snow trackers say that if you to turn the valves at the West Point, North Point, Midpoint, and South Point stations, each of his sub-chieftains would quickly to you from fouling their operations. The stations are centered on the spinning lights in the pools surrounding the pumping station. Hurry, traveler.
We shall meet again.
How may I aid you?
Great Father Mahan tells me you have agreed to help collapse the tunnels.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
These should be enough to form the core of a mighty elemental, but stone alone will not give my elemental life.
May the eternal sun shine.
I can fashion the likeness of an elemental from these pieces of inanimate stone. But breathing life into it is different. For that we'll need help and a bit of luck. Legend tells of an ancient artifact called the Horn of Elemental Fury, sought after by a great hero. I'll lend you a scroll with a copy of the tale. I don't know if the legend is true, but it's our best bet. If the legend is right, the parts of the horn may be in the floodplains surrounding the village to the north and southwest.
Ancestors watch over you.
Too far away! Must get closer. Have a target. Require a target.
Were you able to find the horn? Was the legend true?
May the eternal sun shine upon
Bera accepts the pieces of the horn from you and begins trying to fit them together.
Stormhoof would be proud of you, hero. Perhaps when we've dealt with the Scourge, I will take the horn with me on a pilgrimage to Stormhoof's tomb.
Winds be at your back. To speak.
I have created and bound Alluvius using the Horn of Elemental Fury. He will respond to the Horn's call when you stand near the southernmost sinkhole in the geyser fields. The quake Alluvius will unleash should collapse the Nerubian tunnels and put an end to their flanking attack. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nerubian commander showed himself after the quake. If the collapse of the tunnels doesn't break the back of their assault, the defeat of their leader surely will.
Walk with the earth mother. What brings you here?
Have you unleashed Alluvius and destroyed the Nerubian assault?
Ancestors watch over you.
Your efforts against the Nerubians have given us a reprieve from the overwhelming Scourge assault. Thanks to your accomplishments, we can strike at the Scourge fortress to the northeast without fear of attack from the west. As for the horn, I will safeguard it. Until next we need its power. Stormhoof gave his life to secure the horn, and we cannot suffer its loss again.
Walk with the earth mother.
Thank you, hero. With these odd creatures destroyed, dealing with the rest of the pools should now be a simple matter. We owe you a debt of gratitude.
Go in peace.
You wish to speak? Winds be at your back.
There are many new mysteries walking the lands now. One of our sages, Hymissa, has foolishly gone north, with only one long runner to investigate something strange near the dens of dying. What are the dens, you ask? They are a sacred place to the Magnetar, where they go in their old age to die. She saw something fall from the sky near them a few days ago. If you would be friend to the Tonka, I would have you find and help her. She is not so stubborn that she will not accept your aid.
May the eternal sun shine upon
The Mechagnomes in the pools to the west are a great mystery to us. They appeared not long after the gnomes disappeared from their pumping station and its environs. They are an unnatural danger and must be dealt with. Take this soul catcher and use it on the remains of the Mechagnomes to capture their souls. When you return, we will set them free so that we might find out what happened.
Ancestors watch over you.
Time is money, friend.
Have you seen the flying machines? Buzzing around? That's gnomish innovation at its finest. I've long waited to get my hands on some of their technology, and a perfect opportunity has presented itself. One of their wrecking wings crashed in the scalding pools, in the southwest part of the geyser fields. Blow this whistle near one of the crashed machines and my trusty mule, Jenny, will answer. She'll follow you and carry the salvage, but you must keep her safe. She'll begin to drop the cargo if attacked.
Have a good one.
I am out of range. I must get closer. Too far away! I need to target something first. I am out of range. I require a target. Something first.
The winds guide you.
Now we must free the souls that you have captured.
Winds be at your back.
Clearly, This Master Mechazod creature is not in his right mind. If his offer of a cure and immortality means all of us becoming robotic slaves, then he must be stopped. The winds that guide me whisper that he's atop the pumping station out in the middle of the pools to the west. Most likely, he'll be found in the command hut on top of the structure. Go inside and research his works. Traveler, you must confront Mechazod if we are to survive.
How may I aid you?
Is it over then? Has the threat of Master Mechazod been eliminated?
Ancestors watch over you.
The Great Mother breathes a heavy sigh of relief.
It is done then. You have saved us. If you hadn't stopped him here, then who knows how far this mistake of the gnomes would have spread, with the threats from the Blue Dragons and the Nexus War. Not to the Lich King. The last thing we is a mad creation of the Titans. Loose. Thank you, hero.
Walk with me. How may I aid you?
The Great Mother sent you. She must be disappointed in me. But when I saw the great object fall from the sky, I could not wait for a full group of long runners and snow trackers to accompany me. Knowledge waits for no one.
We shall meet again.
The Magnetor, at the dens of dying, have contracted a plague. We must find the cause. But first we must put them out of their misery. Quest hunt. You must go north onto the slopes in front of us and destroy as many of the poor creatures as you can.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
I do not have a target. I must get closer.
wish to speak?
What else can we do but ease their suffering? In any case, they came here to die, so do not mourn them. At least you have given them some dignity. Now we must put an end to that which is causing the plague.
Farewell.
I'm convinced that the plague is being caused by something in the caves up there. Traveler, I want you to take these seeds. I normally use them as a ward against the Scourge, though perhaps they can be used to disrupt whatever foulness is happening in the den. Find the source of the plague and throw them into it.
Winds be at your back.
I must get closer.
I've been expecting...
The sage hangs her head and sighs in relief.
This is a good start. If only that were our only problem.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Bristlehorn should have returned by now. The other reason why we came up here was to investigate that Scourge structure to the west, which fell from the sky. He's impetuous, and has likely gotten himself into trouble. Adventurer, go to that place and find him, please.
Winds be at your back.
The fallen necropolis to the west can only be assumed to still be filled with Scourge, while you, at Talramas, Adventurer, I would ask that you, all of the Lich King's servants that you, within and in the surrounding pools where it is.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
I am out of range. I need to target something first. I require a target. Get closer.
Well met. I am not long for this world, little hero. Goodbye. There are two that must be killed. The Doctor and the Lich Lord are above. Find them, destroy them before Dorbubus. It is too late.
Get closer. I am out of range. I do not have a target. Too far away. need to target something first. I require a target. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Breeze Lilhorn is dead. I should never have let him go there by himself.
We shall.
The Great Mother will need to know. Adventurer, will you please return to Tankale? Tell her that I will be following shortly.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Thank you, hero. The Lich King and his Scourge are a blight upon Northrend. We must not stop until they are all truly dead, and his existence is put to an end.
We shall meet again. Walk with the Earth.
Thank you, hero. The Lich
What brings you here?
What word do you bring from High Mesa?
You explain what you know and give the Great Mother the bad news concerning Longrunner Bristlehorn.
My grandson.
The Great Mother fights to keep control of her emotions.
He died an honorable death like a true Tonka. You were the last to be with him, hero, so he shall always be a part of you. I give you my thanks for completing his last wishes.
Winds be at your back.
Yo, keep it real.
Don't fail. I'm counting.
Hey, how you doing?
Fezix looks over the salvage.
Jenny's a little roughed up, but she'll be fine. As for the salvage, it's a bit more piecemeal than I had hoped, but I should be able to find a use for it. You're not off the hook yet, though. We're going to rebuild this baby.
Have a good one.
Greetings, traveler.
I kept trying to tell that silly goblin his machines are unreliable, but the power of the elements, that is deep and abiding. When my apprenticeship is over, I will wield their full power. What I know now should be sufficient to help out our friend Fezix, though. Take this Wind Soul totem and plant it near any of the steam ragers to the west of the village. The totem will gather up the energies of slain elementals. Return the fully charged totem to me, and I'll do the rest.
Walk with the Earth Mother. must get closer. I require a target. Peace, friend.
Doing notes.
Good. This should be sufficient to show Fezzik exactly what I've been trying to tell him.
What's up?
Remember all that gnomish duct tape you brought me? Well, I found a use for it. The body of this flying machine is so banged up in places that I'm going to need to reinforce it if I ever hope to fly. Doran over there has been telling me that the Tonka use steam-cured caribou leather for making watertight containers. Marsh caribou live all around the village and in the floodplains to the south. Get the best hides you can find and cure them over the steam vents in the geyser fields.
Be good. Time is money, friend.
Did you get that cured caribou hide for me?
Have a good one.
Fantastic. A few more tweaks and I'll be an airborne goblin.
Keep it real. How you doing?
What brings you here?
To the northeast looms the temple city of Ankilla, the Scourge's seat in Borean Tundra. From behind its walls, the Scourge commander has sent his Nerubians to surround us. Remaining on the defensive would doom my people, but my advisors differ in their strategies. Durham would charge in blindly, while Sage Aira favors stealth. The temple city has blighted the nearby lands and the native creatures. Aira believes the pelts of the scourged mammoths can serve as a cloak that may hide an infiltrator.
Ancestors watch over you. The winds guide you.
Have you brought the mammoth pelts?
We shall meet again.
As much as I dislike bringing such disease-ridden things into the village, they may give us an advantage over our foes.
The chieftain gestures to Sage Arar and waves dismissively at the pelts.
While she is preparing the pelts, there is one other element we need to create the cloak.
May the eternal sun shine.
By curing the hides with the blighted earth outside the temple city, Saga Aira believes he can. A cloak which will most of the Scourge minions too. Your presence, you should blend right in, she says. She'd best be correct. It's our only chance to gather information and plan our counterattack. You should be able to find the earth she needs poking in the areas to the south and west of the fortress. Bring it to me when you've finished gathering it.
I've been...
Do you have the earth Sage Air needs to complete the cloak?
Ancestors watch.
Chieftain Wintergard gingerly accepts the clods of soil. You gathered.
We should get these into Sage Air's hands as soon as possible.
The chieftain grunts, pretending not to be disturbed by the tainted dirt.
We can never know when the Scourge commander will launch the final assault on the village.
We shall meet again.
Saga Aira has finished the shroud. Take it with you and travel to the temple city of Enkilla. Don the cloak within the city's bounds to hide yourself from most of the Scourge there. This will be our best opportunity to gather information about the enemy's fortifications and leaders. While wearing the cloak, scout the 3 large spires on the grounds of the city, while the shroud will shield you from most of the Scourge. The Enkilla abominations will be able to find you if you get too close.
May the eternal sun shine. Greetings, traveler.
Chieftain Wintergale Listance, as you describe your observations.
The information you've gathered will help us to plan our assault on the Temple City. We'll need to find a way to defeat the officers you identified and get into that necropolis.
Walk.
Within the spires you described well the main lieutenants of the Scourge leader, the High Priests. Not only do they command the Scourge forces, but they hold the key to the necropolis above, and their master. An endless stream of Scourge minions will overrun us if we can't find and defeat their leader. I cannot leave my people defenseless, however much Dur might want to bring the fight to the enemy. It falls to you, traveler, to slay the High Priests and take the scrolls they hold.
We shall meet again.
The presence of plagued cauldrons within the temple city of Enkila worries me greatly, traveler. It's clear that Chieftain Wintergale trusts your judgment and your knowledge of our enemy. Would you help me deal with the cauldrons as you help the chieftain carry out his plans in the temple city? I've prepared a totem which will attack and neutralize the contents of the cauldrons. All you must do is locate the cauldrons and use the totem near each. Each Scourge weapon we destroy brings us closer to victory.
Shine upon thee.
I have just
From the beginning, I've counseled that Chieftain Wintergale should assemble our mighty warriors and attack our enemy at their base. My advice has fallen on deaf ears, and he has proven that he'd rather tiptoe around according to Sage Heir's plans. I'll wait no longer. If Chieftain Wintergale, too cowardly to send our warriors into battle, perhaps you'd be willing to show him that a direct attack can storm the temple city of Enkilan and slay all in your path, traveler.
Walk with the earth, Mother. Target! I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. away! I do not have a target. I must get closer. I require a target. Too far away! I do not have a target! I am out of range! Require a target. Too far away. I am out of range. Target something first. What brings you here?
You have proven your fearlessness and demonstrated your prowess in combat. I believe you would make a fine Tonka warrior. I only wish the chieftain had the same understanding. We are fortunate to count you as an ally in our struggle to evacuate the village before it is overrun by the Scourge.
Go in peace.
I've been expecting...
Zaga Era accepts the totem from you.
Did the totem work? Its preparation required ancient magics the sages haven't used in generations. Of all the knowledge passed down, only a fraction of it remains in use today.
Ancestors watch over.
We must get into that necropolis if we're to break through the Scourge and clear a path for the villagers.
Ancestors watch.
Chieftain Wintergar leads. The words written on the scrolls.
Shaptir Bach Zoffen, words of the ancient harsh language used by the Nerubians, and apt ones at that. The servant bows to the master's authority. These are the words that will gain you entry into the necropolis.
May the eternal sun shine
on the lowest tier of the temple city, There is a gray altar bathed in light. Step into it to gain entry to the dread necropolis Naxanar. Be cautious, traveler. Prince Valanar will certainly be defended by his personal retainers, who will their lives too. You from ascending to the top level of the necropolis. You must find your way through the necropolis to the prince's seat. If you fail to defeat him, traveler, I fear my people will never know the safety Ice Mist offers.
Go in peace.
Have a target. I need to target something first.
Peace, friend.
With the prince defeated, a Scourge presence in Borean Tundra is broken. I have no illusions that they will, away for long, which, why I must, on preparing Dorm to lead the villagers on their way to Ice Mist.
The chieftain shakes his head slowly.
For all the disagreements I've had with Durm, I trust his judgment and his abilities. I cannot bring myself to abandon Tankala, so I will defend it until I am slain.
May the eternal sun shine.
We are lost, adventurer. This place has been our home for many generations, but it is no longer safe. There remains only death and a memory of what used to be. I have called for the evacuation of Tankale. All remaining Taunka must leave at once and make their way to our capital city, Ice Mist, located in the Dragonblight.
Wintergard points east.
You must help get my people to safety, adventurer. Mother Toranuk awaits you at the village gates. Hurry, the Scourge closes in from all sides.
How may I aid you?
Mother Tornuk wipes her tears away.
There was once a time when I could walk across this tundra and the snow would fill my view for as far as I could see. But the snow has left us, signaling that our time here has come to an end. We leave behind Taunkala village and the Borean Tundra with many happy memories.
Mother Toranuk whimpers.
Perhaps the future will welcome our return along with the snow.
Walk with the earth.
The path across Transborea to the east is the only way to reach the Dragonblight. Many perils await you as you make your journey across the tundra. Beware the Scourge and its influence upon the beasts of the land. Rumors have started to spread about our very own Tonka brothers and sisters, from the dead and attacking caravans on their way to the Dragonblight. Defend your caravan and get the evacuees to safety. Wartuk Iceborne waits for you across the bridge leading into the Dragonblight.
Winds be at your back.
How may I aid you? Right. What brings you here?
Wartuk looks upon you grimly.
Ice Mist is no more.